Okay, y'all, welcome back to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. And before we start on the Real Housewives of Potomac, D, tell them what to do.
Okay. Smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel.
All right. Okay, so we start off with Robin Lazy Tail in the bed. Juan goes in to get her up, tell her to get the kids ready. She wakes up, I guess shake them, and then she go back to bed. They ain't getting no showers. She ain't cooking no breakfast. Ain't nobody brushing their teeth. Nothing. Juan come back in there probably some time later because it looked like she went back to sleep. Class start at 9:10. She got her alarm set at 9:07 to get the kids ready for school.
Look here, I'm a morning person. It takes me longer than 3 minutes to get moving. Like I gotta start the coffee, and Caitlin does homeschool. You know, she been doing it long before COVID. And I make her get up. She got to take a shower. Sometimes we walk. She got chores to do, eat her breakfast. Like you need at least a half hour before school to get walk. Like they don't eat. She doesn't let him eat before he gets started, because once they get started, it's a long time. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's school. It's
right. Like D, his school wasn't that long because he's in pre-K, y'all. So
right.
It was basically like 30 minutes and then 30 minutes on the computer, but then here's the activities and stuff for the day.
Right. But
But he would get up because he will be, if we did get to the point we got to cover him on when he'll be sleeping, but I got him up, washed his face, brushed his teeth, and then he got on camera. In the meanwhile, I'm in there cooking and doing everything for breakfast, getting breakfast because he only got 30 minutes. So I'm having breakfast and getting everything done, watering the flowers or whatever until, you know what I'm saying? But she getting up, she going back to sleep. Ain't nobody eating. Ain't nobody taking a shower. And then you hear the teacher saying to the little boy, it's important that your mom wake you up. School is your job and you have to take it serious.
He's still sitting in bed. That's a shame when the teacher calls you out. Like, have him sit up and get, like, I sometimes make Caitlin go on a walk so her blood flow can get going and she can be, you know, ready to awake enough. Because if your kid is not a morning person, they need something to get them going before they get started. But not just that, and this is gonna sound so like old school and blah, 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 whatever. But you got a husband, man. Like he ain't really just like complaining about the boys. Like he wants you to take care of him too in the morning. And you know, it might not be a popular opinion, but you know, don't wives like get up, get shit started, get your man's coffee, get him going. Like I bet you he get coffee over at that other crib when he be over
Clearly,
there.
she ain't doing it, and he clearly was pissed. He was hot. He was like, "This is unacceptable. This it's ridiculous."
I mean, she's 40 something. Like, who gets up and then go lay back down? What the hell?
And she talking about it's the pandemic. Talking about it's too much cooking, cleaning, basketball. I'm like, so what the pandemic got to do with that? Have you always had to cook, clean, but then they always go to basketball practice? What is you complaining about? It should be a little bit easier as far as I'm concerned, because you ain't got to get up and get them ready and off, jump in the car and
In the car, and yeah.
I know that's the part that I appreciated, because I go all the way across town and then got to come back to go to work. And then she clearly not working either. So I don't know. She ain't doing nothing. She lazy, and that's a bad look. Meanwhile, Karen,
I think it's really unfortunate that, I mean, do whatever you want. Why don't you, they're big enough boys, set their alarm so they can get their ass up. And then you just make sure they're up. Like, why are you only giving this kid 3 minutes before he has to be up and ready to, 3 minutes into waking up, you're still at home.
Yeah, she said he ain't up. She got up, went in there, like I said, shook him a little and went on. But
And why does she wake them up one at a time? Like, why not just wake them dudes up and get them? Anyway, we could go on for hours about that.
Meanwhile, Karen over here creating her house of beauty. We see her promoting her wig collection. COVID ain't got her down. She making money by Robin over there sleeping. This is why she's the grand dame. And you're Robin.
And you're just Robin.
Yeah. Ashley meets Giselle for lunch. She talked about how the last time after she had her baby, she hibernated. But this time she got another child to consider, so she won't be able to do that. And then Giselle makes a comment talking about Michael makes her nervous and brings up the MGM incident. Really?
Giselle should not, but she should have enough of talking about people's relationship.
The last thing should come out of her mouth. All that.
And why are you trying to, like, this girl is 9 months pregnant, about to pop. Why are you bringing up something that's clearly not something like, I wouldn't care if I wasn't pregnant at all. Don't bring up some shit that in my past that was,
clearly
an unhappy time for me.
Your stuff been on the internet during the whole COVID. Like, all I saw was Jamal and the nonsense and all that was going on. You really open your mouth to talk about
y'all got binders and upside down binders and baby mamas and preachers with hotel pictures and girl.
Stop it. So Ashley basically says she giving her husband out what she's supposed to say. And then she goes on talking about how the nanny may be temptation. Giselle's miserable. She's nobody's friend. So, and that shows it right there. Even when she's
I hate that narrative. And it's messed up because it seems like if you're halfway attractive and you happen to take a job as a nanny and you love children and you're good at it, and but you can't have the job because somebody's wife thinks you're too cute to be at the house.
That's stupid. But I guess, I don't know, I don't do nannies. That's rich people problems. I don't have that.
I mean, to be honest, it's really not. When you look at how much daycare costs versus how much a nanny costs, it's not really that much difference. But,
we don't be bringing people all up in our home like that. And
I mean, if I had the money for it, this is the thing. Like, this is the thing. Ain't nobody said the nanny got to be there with your husband. The nanny's job is, where's your husband at? He should be somewhere at work. The nanny's job is to take care of the children.
I ain't talking about the husband. I'm saying ain't no stranger coming up in my house like that. I would pick a daycare and send them to daycare. But to have a stranger just all up.
What's the difference? Okay, so not the nanny in your house, but you got the babysitter, the lady. Like, I had deer, and mama paid her, and you know what I'm saying. So, okay.
Yeah, but even back in the day when we did babysitters, people don't even do babysitters no more. Like that's not even safe really no more. Unless you really, really know the person.
But
like,
she did. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
I
but
would
I'm just
say,
saying that's not a popular thing right now. Like
I
how
just
many
feel like the babysitter and the nanny
babysitter?
is the same damn job, even if she's not like in your house. I personally feel like I would rather have a babysitter. There's no difference in a daycare. Like shit pops off in a daycare. You hear all kind of stories about daycare. You can have somebody that you know that's the babysitter.
Yeah, the babysitter gets the same narrative as the nanny though.
It's the same thing.
Same thing. The pornos had the babysitter with the husband, the nanny with the husband, you know, it's the same narrative.
Listen, if your husband is a cheater, getting an ugly nanny is not gonna stop him from cheating. That's all I'm saying.
Like I said before, he ain't cheating with no nanny unless that nanny look like one, so y'all can stop that. Anyway, Ashley brings up Karen's party and tells her that Mia said after she heard Giselle wish death on Ray, that she realized Giselle was just a pretty face. And Giselle is saying, oh my gosh, she said that, well, I mean, she's been testing me and Robin ever since she left that party. Whatever. She still said what she said.
And okay, so all right. So she texted them what? Like, so she really trying to start some type of relationship with Giselle and Robin then.
That's what it seems like. She's trying to get in wherever she can get in. I don't really trust her.
Nah.
Karen brought her in, but I mean, like you said before, we all know Karen brought her in, but did Karen really know her like that? She's probably just trying to find out where she fit in.
I guess she knows her. She's more closer to age to Robin, not Giselle, because Giselle keep trying to act like she ain't as old as Karen.
She Karen's age, right?
But I feel like she knew her, but they weren't like, you know,
yeah.
She knew of her.
Right.
Because when they came to the house, the husbands had met each other. So it was not somebody that they were socializing with on a personal, you know, level.
Somebody that she's seen out and about.
Yeah.
So Robin has dragged herself out of the bed only to escape her kids. That's the only reason why she got out the bed.
Robin said, fuck them kids. If Juan can't take care of them. I was like, they can't steal a car, but I'm like, so you're not worried about the niggas tearing your house up?
No, she said, fuck them kids. She said, if Juan can't, oh, well, they be all right. That's what she said. Robin is a horrible mother.
You said it. I was like, dang, I'm trying to see like how old are her kids? Is that okay? Leaving them?
No, I was thinking the same thing. Like her ass is on TV saying this. Can't she be in trouble?
They're not like 14, 15.
No, they look more like 10, 12.
If they were old enough to drive, then I would be more comfortable leaving.
Who say that 10-year-olds is not stealing cars? Then steal that damn car.
What's homeboy say? He want to do bad things for his hood reference.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Like, what is you talking about?
Robin said, fuck them kids.
Look, now.
And fuck Juan too. I'm about to go over here. Why does Robin have a warehouse? Who's paying for that? During a pandemic. Girl,
she ain't Giselle's barn. She got on the east, what's the the east wing. It's on the east wing of Giselle's barn. That's where she at.
Oh my God, not the barn.
Oh my goodness. You know what? She better stop. Because just like they call CPS on Summer Walker, don't you know these people will call on her? She better quit putting stuff out there like that.
All we have seen these boys do is like throw things and jump out the furniture, and they just don't seem like the kids that you would be leaving home alone.
Absolutely not. Then it came up and that whole house is in flames.
In smoke.
Lord.
They do got that little pyromaniac type energy.
Yeah. So we meet potential new person, I'm assuming, as Scala. We ain't really give her like 2 seconds of her each time. She's Ethiopian. And then Wendy, she shows up to help Robin as well. And then she brings up her candles and she brings up Karen's event. And then she talk about Mia and what Mia said about Giselle and her putting her hand up in her face and how she didn't react because she's the new Zen Win. Okay.
First of all, I didn't see Mia put her hands like she was,
I'll talk like
animated.
Yeah.
She wasn't in her face. And to me, it appears that new Zen Win is made way more crunk than the old Wendy.
Well,
old Wendy was not as piped up as Zen Win.
Yeah. Well, it didn't matter what she was saying because Robin was more upset that Wendy didn't want to help them gang up on Karen. And she felt like that when they was at the dinner party, instead of telling them, all right, don't gang up, y'all just one-on-one, that she should have been on their side. So she really wasn't trying to hear what you were saying. Her issue is you a traitor. And I ain't forgot that.
I think Wendy was 100% right. Shut the fuck up, let them two fight. And you don't have, why do you need to say anything?
Right.
They over here talking about hot boxes and broken dicks and just shut the fuck up and let them. And then you're in my house and my kids was just in there with the cupcakes. I don't need y'all in here all hollering at this lady, And
then you don't put yourself in it because what happened was then we got to bring wine in it. So just keep your mouth shut because Karen
Juan's not here.
On that real quick.
I think Juan's not. He gonna be the new Jamal. They're gonna be like, is Juan coming?
Right.
No, he ain't coming.
So then at the same time, we got Mia and her husband at the house also talking about Karen's event. And she says Eddie must be scared of Wendy and Eddie wasn't able to look her in the face.
Well, I think Mia's face is hard to look at. And when you got all that shit going on, Eddie probably was
she didn't mean it like that.
I'm just saying.
She was so gorgeous.
We're not doing that. I don't think Eddie was lusting after you, Mia. I think he was probably feeling like, I want to be staring at this lady with all these lips and shit. It's just kind of, I would have a hard time looking at her without, being like.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot. That's she one of them that it come across better in photographs than in person. And in person, you like,
what in the world is happening?
All of that done, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think like Mia, do you have, Eddie is cute, I get it, but why are you like so honed in on Wendy's husband? At the end of the day, what bitch wants a man to sit up there? I'm gonna look at mine too and be like, you better not write no names down. Like, fuck, I don't want to leave here today knowing which one of my friends you think is cute. So you better write non-negotiable on that motherfucker. Right. Why are we mad at Wendy for like saying, and you better not write Mia name down for sure.
Especially not the heifer I got an issue with. Right. She got an issue with her. So that's what we're not gonna do.
Get it together.
Because just like y'all, you at home talking to your husband about it. She was at her home. She went upstairs and had a conversation with Eddie about it. So it's the issue there.
We have an understanding in this household. Our understanding is look at the floor. When you see somebody cute, just look at the floor. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna write down on a piece of paper which one of my friends you think is cute. Nah.
That's crazy. Candace at home with the stepkids. Her mom calls and at hello, she's commenting on Chris having a drink in the middle of the day. Mom, I need you to stay over there wherever you at on Bell.
It's a pandemic. Wasn't everybody having a drink in the middle of the day?
Look. Right. And don't act like y'all wasn't. I was answering the phone with the glass of water. Stop it. Candace told her mom that she wants Karen to admit she was wrong for defending Monique. That's never going to happen. She also tells her that Chris is now managing her career. And with that, she responds, good luck with that, because she thinks Chris is trying to take money for her. But she says, this is your life. So
I don't think Chris is trying to take money from her, but how many examples do we need of how it's a bad idea to have your husband be your manager? It's like, you know.
And we talked about it. He's not in the industry. So, I mean, he's just doing it because just to have something to do. But if you really looking for somebody to open up some doors, Chris is not going to be able to
He's
do
not
it.
the one. And he's not even
Yeah.
pretending like he is.
Yeah.
But again, if he's not working, why can't he help her? Like, her mother is so negative. Why? You know what I'm saying? He's not working.
Hello.
And I need her help.
Yeah, hello. No, ain't nobody got time for that. She probably was talking about them kids too when Chris walked away. She seemed like that type. Wendy came over to Karen's house because Wendy is not dumb. And she realized that Giselle and Robin was the wrong people to align herself with.
First, she was like, Karen wants me to chase behind her, and I'm not doing that. Now you want to sell some candles, and the Grand Dame is over there with the wig situation blowing up. Now you want to. She was over at that warehouse with Robin, watching Robin stuff them hats in a plastic bag. She was like, let me go out of here with Karen and see what she got to say.
Yeah, this ain't gonna work. So she says she wants to be the Black Martha Stewart, okay? But however, she's only written a paragraph for her business plan. But you know what? Karen listened to her. She looked at her product. She didn't say nothing nasty because it had been Giselle, would have been something nasty. She didn't.
Robin said some smart comment, like
she did.
She's supposed to have degrees. Robin is always hating on everybody that wants to start a business. Okay, Wendy does have 4 degrees, but I can't even tell you how many people sit in my chair and tell me about how they hate the career choice that they chose and they wish they were doing something else. So
and we already know, and how many times did she explain it? A lot of her getting them degrees was about her mother and her culture, not necessarily what she
wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what was suspected of her. So,
but I will say, Wendy, if you have 4 degrees, and I'm only saying that because you brought it up 999 times when we got introduced to you, you could go on Google and figure out how you're supposed to write a business plan. Like, you should know that it's going to be more than a paragraph.
Your 4 degrees should know how to do a business plan. Stop.
I mean,
but Karen is giving her constructive criticism. You know, she says she liked the product, but she wants to know who is her target market. And she tells her she needs to double her budget. And she wish her, you know, good luck, you know. So Karen is there trying to help her out. You know, like you said, them other 2, they so dang on negative about it.
They don't never have nothing to say.
And
Giselle with her whole Hugh Beauty situation, like, that didn't work out. And it's at the end of the day, it's okay because plenty of people have businesses that, you know, but now what are you doing? Like, you had a chance to run it and learn what things work and what things don't work. Why don't you put some of that energy into the next thing? Because what are you doing besides sitting around talking shit about people?
Waiting on Jamal.
Come on, he's not coming. Jamal's not coming.
So Mia has a 13-year-old son named Joshua, who she shares with her ex Tim. Okay, they seem to have a good co-parenting situation going on. Tim's nice looking.
He is.
Probably closer to her age, but he probably couldn't get her what she needed financially. Okay, like her current husband. Mia discussed her mother and father both being on drugs when she was growing up and how she was placed in foster care. So
when she said that, I was like, Giselle, I don't think you're ready. Mia's from these streets.
Giselle, excuse me, Giselle gonna pull something out that girl like Candace pulled out of Monique.
And Wendy too. Wendy, then Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only reason why she ain't really mess with Wendy too much is because she knows that she gets up under Wendy's skin. And see, I think she's entertained enough by watching Wendy get all worked up, you know.
Oh, Mia.
Yeah.
No, okay. Okay. Mm.
But I was like, foster care and drug addicted parents,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
she got a different kind of hustle in her. She hustled enough to get that man.
Yeah, she did that. She want to work on her relationship with her mom, and then she's on her past history. So we'll see that in the upcoming episodes. Karen visits Candace's new house. Okay. So it was cute for a quick second. Then they brought up the discussion. She discussed Candace's feelings regarding how Karen stayed neutral between the whole thing between her and Monique. And Karen said she was her emotional as well. She said because she was iced out by the group. And she was.
She was.
She said, you wanted me to reach out to you earlier, but I didn't think you would have received it because they circled around you as if they were protecting you.
She would have. At the end of the day, I mean, she's still not. Karen told Monique she thought she was wrong. I don't even know why they got to keep going back here. Karen told Monique she thought she was wrong by putting hands on Candace. Y'all got in a fight. That's what happened. Both of y'all was doing too much and start fighting each other. I don't know why it's so hard for her to accept it. Karen is like, I'm not getting in the middle of that shit because y'all were fighting with each other. That's it.
That's it. That's all. That's it. You ain't got to do all that. Karen not gonna change what she think about the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So she said if it was up to her, she wouldn't have did nothing different. So Candace says she don't trust her, but she will be cordial. I felt like you should have went into this season not even discussing anything that had anything to do with Monique. That would have been the best thing for her to do. Monique is gone, and let's just move forward. Okay.
And trust her to do what? Like, what is it? You know, you trust Giselle and Robin, but you don't trust Karen. All right.
Well, we're gonna see how that work out for you.
Yeah.
In the end, you know.
Okay, girl.
So it's Ashley's party. Wendy comes in and Giselle makes a comment about her showing her breasts after the surgery. Like, okay, we've seen that. I'm like, that's what she got them for.
Everybody that gets new titties be wearing cleavage.
That's what you got them for.
If I get me some new titties, what you think I'm gonna put on?
They gonna be sitting up here.
Crazy, stop.
She's such a hater.
Stop.
She's such a hater.
And I didn't even see nothing like wrong with what she had on.
It wasn't. It was nothing different. Nothing nobody else had on.
What are you talking about?
She ain't coming there with just a bikini top. You know what I'm saying? She had on a whole sweater.
A whole blouse.
Yeah, stop. Wendy's friend Ascala shows up and she brings a bottle of champagne for Ashley. That was a nice gift.
You mean Robin's friend?
Robin's friend. I said,
yeah.
I say Wendy's. I forgot. They was both African. Okay. Karen comes. She don't acknowledge Giselle. She don't even look in Giselle's direction. And Giselle is ready to spit fire because she cannot take the fact that Karen is so unbothered by her. It's too much.
But I mean, Giselle, what do you have that Karen want?
Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then Mia comes in and Wendy's face instantly drops. So, you know, that's all the different interactions and craziness going on before the party even starts. So they play a game, cute little game. Guess who's pregnant belly? That was cute.
That was cute.
They're gonna say, Karen picture was all ancient. Girl, bye. I had my baby the same year as Karen. Y'all better go on. My baby picture ain't I've seen that.
It's just that Karen's baby picture had to be taken with an actual camera, and y'all's pictures was taken with phones and stuff. So
yeah. I was like, get out of here. For the first time, I thought Giselle looked cute on her baby picture too. She looked cute on there.
she was humongous. Oh, shout out to the ladies that have twins. God, dog.
Yeah, she was huge. What that look like? Because I know what this heavy boy left my stomach look like. I can't imagine what it looked like after stretching back.
You might want to go ahead and get that clitoral thing.
They bring up Karen's event once again, and Mia and Wendy's argument, and Wendy say she respected Karen's house, but she got time today. Okay, once again, Zen Win ain't so Zen.
Zen went snapping.
And then while they in the midst of arguing, Giselle try to interact. They shut her down. Okay, she couldn't get a word in, so she probably didn't like that because she want the attention back on her. And then Mia say that Wendy is in an unhappy home.
Where'd she get that from?
Because she feels like her husband wants her.
Mia, you better back the hell up off of Eddie. I'm just saying. It just seems odd that you don't know Wendy. And I mean, Zen Win is acting a damn fool. I'm not, you don't know Wendy, but you talking about she ain't happy in her household. Where did you get that from? I didn't see that. How? Cause she wouldn't let Eddie write your name on the paper.
Maybe she been listening to the blogs and stuff.
Oh, she has.
Yeah. So she picking on Wendy. So Mia leaves out to get her massage with Karen. And then Robin and Giselle turns on Wendy. And Wendy is upset because really she was trying to defend Giselle, but honey, a snake is a snake. Once again, they are not your friends. So don't even go there.
She was trying to defend Giselle. Was she? How was she trying to defend Giselle?
Because she was telling Mia that, well, she wasn't defending her, but she really wasn't defending
She wasn't.
Karen. She was defending Karen. Like, that's your friend. So I'm coming here trying to be all over her face. But I guess the fact that Mia has said, now I can see her for who she is. She's just a pretty face. And she wanted her to say that she said that, I guess. That wasn't defending her, though.
That wasn't defending her. That was her saying, you're a flip-flopper. Which thing is it? Whose friend are you?
Right. So now Wendy and Candace go out to get full facials. And then Candace say to Wendy, like, you ain't got to prove yourself. You ain't quit bucking up to me. Like, girl, you just got your breasts done. You don't need to be getting into no fight.
Right. Why are you letting this bitch bother you? Because this is the thing. If she says something crazy to Eddie, just slap that bitch and take the charge. Like, just slap her and take it. It'll be worth it.
I don't think she's bold enough to do that, though.
She's not.
So Karen tells Ashley that she can't wait till the baby is born, and then afterwards they can celebrate with some fireballs. And then Skylar says that there was a comment made that Karen drinks heavenly. That was a bold comment for you to say to somebody that
Did we just meet and you going straight there, Skylar?
I don't know. I've seen Skylar before. I don't know where or what reality show, but her face looks really, really familiar. And pull her up. Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but I probably shouldn't because it's inappropriate. So I'll tell you when we're done. But
okay. She seems like
I hate, she was giving me Toya vibes at that moment. I hate when they come on, just chill. Why you coming here going straight for this lady talking about, I heard you be drinking too much. Is that really something you would do in your real life?
No, but it seems like to me I've seen her before and she's trying to be a reality star. Cause I didn't seen that girl before. So maybe she's trying to get it popping, but yeah.
Don't get it popping.
Yeah, it didn't work.
I don't think that's the one you want to go after. Like, first of all, you'll try to align yourself with somebody that's about to be fired. So you want to come in there and befriend Karen because that might keep your ass around, dummy.
Right. And it didn't work because Karen was like, girl, I don't like the party.
I don't even know you. And I like the party. Maybe if you're nice, I'll invite you for a fireball too.
Thank you. So Mia says shortly after serving drinks as a bartender, she became a stripper. And that's how
that story was confusing. So she said she was down to the strip club bartending, right? Mm-hmm. And then somebody called her husband and then told him, you want to come check out this new bartender we got. And then shortly after that, she started stripping. So she started stripping after she met her husband?
I guess maybe her husband made her step away from that bar and went to the VIP part. Okay.
Is that what husbands do?
Well, it wasn't her husband at that.
He wanted to get what you call it? He wanted to get a champagne room.
I guess so. Well, she said her thing was different because they ain't had no pause. It was a 5-star restaurant. The girls wore long gowns. Okay. It was more, she agreed, like an escort service. Okay. But then when they said, okay, escorts have sex with their clients, she said, I don't know nothing about that. That's how she got that husband. She is working for an escort service. Okay.
Wendy, you stay on track and you keep that motherfucking meal away from your man.
Oh my goodness.
So she got her eye on Eddie, for sure.
So Giselle leaves the party early because the attention was not on her.
How you leave your own party? Didn't you hosted the party and then you left?
She hosted it, but she didn't get no attention. She couldn't get a word in edgewise. Karen didn't pay her no mind. So she just bounced. And a Skylar prayed us out. And that's how it ended.
She got more, she let a Skylar, the person that she don't know, in her evening, in her event, her event.
Yep. That's how it ended.
Huh.
And that's it, that's all, y'all.
Wendy, you keep that bitch away from your man because she is up to no good. Trust and believe that. And on that note,
y'all, go ahead, drop down in the comments, subscribe to this channel and hit that thumbs up button, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.